Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have Kanak here with us who's been recently placed at Citi Bank as a part of her campus placements at VIT. She is here to share her interview experience with us. So this was a Superdream placement in VIT and we all know Citibank. So yes, before we talk to her, let's look at the eligibility criteria for this company. All BTech branch students were eligible provided they had a CGPA of 6 or 60% in their 10th and 12th and a 6 or 60% in the pursuing degree with no standing arrears. So let's go ahead and talk to Kanak right now. Okay. So hi Kanak. Firstly, welcome to my channel and congratulations on your placement.
Thank you so much.
Okay, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yeah, so firstly, my name is Kanak Singh. Currently, I'm in my fourth year of engineering and I'm pursuing it in the branch of computer science and engineering. I'm in VIT Bhopal branch right now, and till now, my CGPA hasn't been something very much to brag about, but it has been a minimal thing out there in the 8-pointer. Alongside that, I have done a lot of extracurricular activities that has actually paid off the work during my placements.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. You can now tell us about the placement process, like how many rounds were there and what they comprised of.
Okay, sure. So, as I got placed in Citibank recently, it was just a basic minimalistic process that was going around. The first round was basically all about the basic interview that's being done, the coding round. In that, the basic interview round, more of the questions were related. One question was related to the trees, and the other question was, I guess, a basic question that was related to a palindromic series.
Okay.
These two were the basic questions out there, and there were some more MCQs included. The platform used for it was Melt.
Okay.
So, in that, the MCQs were, first MCQ was for English, a set of 15 questions, and they were all time based.
Okay.
I had to complete them in a specific period of time. Then the second one was logical ability. That was in something very, I would say it was medium level. And similarly, I don't remember the exact set number of questions and the duration, but yeah, they were also in a line of 20 and similar time was given for them. After that, during the coding questions, it was an entire duration of 16 minutes and I could easily switch between the two coding questions.
Okay.
So that's how the basic test went around. As far as I remember, I was able to solve all the MCQs, and for one coding question, I was able to solve half of it only because of the time constraints altogether. So I would suggest, even if you have the right approach, try to solve all the questions, and it's better you have the basic idea where are your test cases going, or at least try to solve more than 60% of the test cases of all the questions. That could help you have a better chance out there. Going ahead with things, around, I remember on 18th our test was done, on 16th our test was there, and on 18th we got the entire list where they were named for the interview. They divided into two groups basically. First one was Chennai. Two locations were there, Chennai and Pune.
Okay.
So for Chennai they had a different interview list, and for Pune it was a different one.
Okay.
And around 400 people were shortlisted for the test. In that, 90 people got the chance for the interview process, the first round.
Okay.
After that, in the first round, it was core technical round. On 19th, I had my interview directly. So it was core technical, which was altogether based upon DSA, coding questions, and there were also some brain teaser questions, like brain mapping and guesstimates questions. So it went on basic because my interviewer mostly asked me about SQL, Python and Java. And there was something a bit funny, I would say, or it was quite scary during the interview process. All of a sudden, my interviewer initially asked me, are you comfortable, tell your comfortable language and everything. I was comfortable in Python. And then all of a sudden he asked, okay, now you know the logic, solve it for me in Java.
Okay.
So those sudden bombs can be there during the interview process to test that ability at that moment, problem solving and everything. So be prepared, anything you go through. And almost only 30% of my interview was about Python and SQL, rather he took it all in Java.
Okay.
So it's important to focus upon the basics of every language out there if you're going for a bank, fintech company, first of all. Then I was quite hopeless, to be very honest, after the first round, because I was like, no Java, no, scary. So after that, I got into the second round hopefully, and during the second round, it was mostly of a HR round, but it was mixed for me. It was around 70% of an technical round, and 30% only was HR. In that, he again asked me about my favorable language and everything. Then he asked me to solve binary search questions, and he actually asked me to code in front of him.
Okay.
Everything out there. So first question was around binary search. Then he asked me the difference between stack and queue. And then he asked me some real life implementations around these data structures. And I don't remember exactly, but he asked me to implement one of another data structures as well.
Okay.
With some of the conditions given at that moment. So after this entire thing, and there was a guesstimate and a brain teaser as well. I remember the brain teaser very clearly.
Okay.
It was like I have there are 3 bulbs and 3 switches, so I have to tell which switch belongs to which of the bulbs.
Okay.
It's like a famous brain teaser. So that was a brain teaser out there. So this was something about the second round that I went through, and then mostly he was asking me about my projects and my resume. Because I had a lot of things kept in my resume to be shown out there with a major project in a hackathon. So he asked me a lot of things around that, and I already secured an offer from that hackathon.
Oh, okay.
He was very much interested in that project, what I actually made and what got me through that offer.
Right.
Then he asked me for the demo of that project as well during the entire duration. Usually the major duration that was going on for the interviews was max 40 minutes. For my first round, it was finished in the duration of 40 minutes. But for my second round, it went up to around 1 hour or so.
Okay.
Because he wanted the basic descriptions as well. So don't judge from the time limit that's given during the meet links. It might differ based upon your experience and how well the interviewer experienced or wishes to question you more.
Right.
So that's how the 2 rounds went.
Okay.
Then for some people, there was a third round as well. Who couldn't perform much good in the HR round.
Okay.
To test them a bit more, they took up another round. I remember 10 people went through the third round as well, but
Okay.
only 2 of them qualified for it because it was quite of a more tough technical round to test them.
Okay. Okay.
And for people who were able to perform well in the HR, they were directly selected.
Okay.
I remember on 28th morning around 9:30 or so, I got the result in the morning.
Okay.
Quite of a scary thing. Because they were giving names one by one in the group that was created for
Okay.
the
Okay.
same. So that's how the entire process went up for me.
Okay.
That's the basic interview
Okay.
process.
Okay. Okay. Thank you again for sharing your experience. And do you have any suggestions, anything specific to Citi Bank or anything in general, if you have?
To be specific about Citi Bank, firstly try to solve, for any fintech company, try to solve logical based questions and have a good verbal ability as well, because
Right.
they'll judge you more on these rather than your technical aspects. Second thing I would say, have a good resume that's filled up with good and major projects,
Okay.
where you can focus more upon projects like that are related to real recent technology. Like one of my major projects was related to AR/VR. So the interviewer was quite much interested. Okay, this is a new technology the student has worked upon, and I want to know.
Right.
So have a major project that you can flaunt about in front of the interviewer.
Right.
After that, have good amount of achievements. In case you're not having much achievements, or you're not a person who's quite into much of extracurricular, so to cover that upon, have certifications and have good amount of technical knowledge. It goes hand in hand. If you don't have one thing, you have to cover it up with the other.
Right.
So you have to cover the skills out there. And for the interview process, it was more about checking our communication skills. I remember one of my friends, she is very much well versed in the technical domain. However, she's not that good with the communication part. So the interview skills and presentation skills do work much out there.
Right.
In the second round, usually they reject or choose you upon how well you can perform or communicate to the interviewer with fearlessness and be a more presentable out there.
Right.
So that's it from my end.
Okay. Okay. Thank you again for your experience and for your suggestions. Yeah. Thank you. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel if you found this video helpful. That would really help me out to bring in more people and more interview experiences from different companies. So thank you for watching and do keep supporting me. Thank you.